Today I wanted to share what's in my hospital bag, featuring a brand by the name of Cipu. They do carry these beautiful diaper bags. I chose one of the extra large backpacks, but I believe this comes in 2 different sizes. They actually also have a bunch of different other like styles and designs and things like that, and they come complete with your changing pad and a bunch of other cool items. So I will share all of the details of this bag a little bit later, and I do have this bag linked down below, so stay tuned for that. But I wanted to share what's in my hospital bag. So I know you guys are thinking, what, are you pregnant? Are you having another baby? No, I actually already had my daughter 2 months ago. She just turned 2 months, and I don't know, like when I first had my first son, when I was pregnant with my first son, I really obsessed over videos like this, trying to figure out how to prepare for my baby boy. And it seemed like every single one that I watched was a mom just like me who was about to have a baby. And I mean, it's really cool to get everyone's opinions and see what they brought to the hospital. But for me, I really wanted the advice from people who had just had that experience, because you know, of course we can all converse about what we're gonna bring to the hospital, but nobody can tell you better than someone who's actually been in the hospital, if that makes any sense. So since I'm fresh out, well, 2 months fresh out, I decided to share pretty much what was necessary. So for both my son and my daughter, I had my hospital bag, and then I had a separate bag for them. All that stuff is not necessary. I still brought a ton of stuff, even though I knew I wouldn't need it, just because, you know, you just want to be prepared for everything. But I just want to remind you of what you really need versus, you know, all the extra stuff. So I'm gonna jump right into it. One thing that people don't really talk about is what you need before you even get into the postpartum part of it, where you need your personal stuff, and that's labor and delivery. So with both of my children, I had my hospital bag packed weeks and weeks and weeks before I was due, and I would leave it at the front door or near the front door. So if I had to run home and get it, or wherever I was, it was in plain sight, so that if my husband had to come home and get it or whatever the case may be, he knew exactly where to find it. But imagine if you're going to labor and you can't come home to get your hospital bag, or if it's your hospital bag is in your husband's car and you're in your car, or whatever the case may be. You want to make sure that you have the essentials for your actual labor and delivery. Mine were pretty simple. Chapstick. And these are things that you want to make sure you have in your purse, so that when it's time to deliver, you are prepared. So I would say make sure you have some chapstick, because you are doing a lot of screaming, crying, breathing, and all that, you know, stuff. And I do have pretty dry lips, so I needed a really good lip mask handy at all times to make sure that I wasn't looking crazy with dry lips. You also want to keep a moisturizer, your feet are going to be in the air, your legs and all that's going to be exposed. So if you want to make sure that you're moisturized every day before you leave the house, but if you don't, leave a small travel size moisturizer available. You definitely want to leave hair ties. Make sure you have some hair ties, either a clip or scrunchies or whatever, so that you can pull your hair back and put it in a nice braid or a bun or whatever you choose. Your wallet. For me, with both of my children, I did check in to the hospital once I hit full term. So when I arrived at the hospital, I did not need my insurance card and I did not need my ID. If you check in at your hospital, you probably won't need any of that either. But just in case, make sure you have your wallet on you at all times. Don't leave the house without the wallet. Just in case, for whatever reason, they want to see your ID or they need to see your insurance card, you want to make sure you have it on hand to just avoid all the drama and complications. For the baby, as far as labor and delivery, you probably won't need anything for the baby, but you know, of course, if you want to have a special blanket or your own beanie on hand, I would definitely keep that on me. If ever, whenever they give your baby shots or they give them a bath, a lot of times they'll ask you if you are okay with a lot of the times they will ask you if it's okay to give the baby a pacifier. If you're breastfeeding, they do not recommend that you give the baby a pacifier for the first few weeks. because of nipple confusion. But I do know that like when my baby had to get blood taken or when they gave her bath, they did ask if it was okay to give a pacifier. If you plan on allowing your baby to have a pacifier, she's right here if you hear her coughing. I was okay with the hospital pacifiers, but if you're someone who wants to customize everything to what you want, if there's a specific type of pacifier that you will want your baby to use, I would have that on hand. Also, just so that when it's time for them to, or if they need to give your baby a pacifier to give blood or to do anything, you have the one that you actually want them to use. Like I said, I was okay with them using the ones that the hospital provides. And she ended up not liking those after the hospital anyway. But if you say, for instance, if you buy the ones that like match the nipples for your bottles or something like that, it would be a good idea to bring that. Lastly, you want to have your headphones and your chargers. I ordered this from Amazon, and it's an extra large iPhone charger. I do have the iPhone 7, so it comes with a charger that's probably like a little bit less than half or maybe half the size of this. You either want to have an extra long iPhone charger, or you want to have your regular iPhone charger with an extension cord. That way, if the nearest socket is like super far, halfway across the room, you'll be able to charge your phone so that you can call everyone and let everyone know that you're in labor, or you know, you can take your pictures and document the moment however you want to. But you definitely want to have a charger, because I know for me, my phone is never fully charged, so for me this was a must. And these are the things that I pretty much kept in my purse for like a month and a half before she was even born, just so that I would be ready for the labor and delivery. Also, you might want to keep a pair of socks. The hospital does provide socks in case you get a little bit cold, and they did put a pair on me because they do ask if you want a pair. But if you want your own you know, cute little socks, that is also a great thing to keep on hand. So after labor and delivery is over, maybe about an hour and a half to 2 hours after you deliver, you are put in a wheelchair. You're not allowed to walk, and you're escorted to your postpartum room, where you'll stay for anywhere from 24 to 72 hours. And in there you will find all the goodies that pretty much you'll need during your hospital stay. Honestly, like if you bare minimum had nothing, all you really need is going home outfits for you and the baby. Like that's bare minimum. Like if you had nothing else but like your phone charger and your ID and like an outfit to go home in, really and truly you could get by, and a few toiletries. So I'll go through that. So for the babies in the hospital that I stayed in, they do have like a cradle or a changing table or whatever you want to call it, where the baby will sleep, and it has like rails all around it so they can't roll or anything like that. And that's basically where the baby's supposed to sleep the whole time they're in the hospital. And that little contraption also has drawers all around it, so it'll have like all of your information, your pamphlets, your footprints, all the documents you receive in the hospital, kind of a slot where you can keep all that stuff. An information tag on the baby where the baby's going to be called baby, and your last name and their height, weight, and all that. And then in the drawers, they usually will give you a comb. This comb is really good. Probably the finest comb you'll find for babies, just because it'll help with cradle cap. Like when your baby first comes out, they probably won't develop cradle cap for maybe like at least a week or two, if not longer. So I would take this comb home just so that I can have it once, or if your baby gets cradle cap. They also provide the world's best nose aspirators. So usually you get the one that's like a mint green color, and I did have like 2 of those, but this was a new one for me. Like I've never seen the small one, and the small one is blue. This one works so good. Like the big one has always been like my favorite nose aspirator. Like everyone that I know says make sure you bring that nose aspirator home, because when they get sick, like even at the toddler age, nothing else sucks the gunk up like these, the hospital ones. Like you can try and search for one in like Target or Walmart, but I can't seem to find one that gets in there as good as these. And even better that they now have the ones that are super small. So you get your comb, you get your nose aspirator, and then they will have changes of clothes. So usually they'll also give the beanies, but I couldn't find her beanie. And then they give the little t-shirts. This is the t-shirts that they have. They have one on when they come down from labor and delivery, and then they'll have like maybe 4 or 5 in the drawers. And on the ends of them, the end of the sleeve kind of flips over and kind of makes it like a mitten so they can't scratch themselves. And then obviously they also have diapers and wipes available for you. I don't have any of the ones that they provided because I used them all, but they do, I believe it was I think the wipes were Huggies brand and the diapers were Huggies brand as well, but they were the in or newborn ones, and like as many as you need they provide. I know after day 1 with my nurses, because you do get like maybe, I think it's 3 different nurses a day, maybe it was 2, I don't remember, but when it was time for me to leave, like that last 24 hours, literally my last 3 nurses all were like, do you need more diapers, do you need more wipes? And each of them gave me a fresh pack of newborn diapers and a fresh pack of newborn wipes, and I kept stashing them in my bag. And then the nurse would come and she would say, do you need more to take home? And I would be like, yes, and I would stash them. So when I came home, I had like 3 of the smaller packs of the newborn diapers and like 3 or 4 packs of the wipes. So I was good to go even once I got home. I never had to buy newborn, but you will not need to buy newborn diapers or wipes. Make sure you have some maybe in your diaper bag that you have at the hospital with you for once you leave, in case your hospital does not give you some to go home. That way, like if you're out after the fact, you can have some to change your baby. And then of course they also give you the hospital blankets, which there were like maybe 4 or 5 in there. And then every time they come in and check, they check and make sure you have enough of everything. So for mommy, of course you have your bed and your pillow and all that. If you need more blankets, you can ask for more blankets. My hospital did have a thermostat in each room, so I was able to control the temperature so I was never too cold or too hot. They also provided extra pillow and blanket like in the closet for whoever stays with you in that little couch. And then in the bathroom, they usually will have an extra gown. So whatever the hospital gown looks like, they usually provide an extra one, and then a potty pad for you to sit on so that you're not leaking onto the bed. They also provide your sanitary napkins, aka pads. So when you go into your bathroom, if you have a personal bathroom inside of your room, there's like a little bucket, and it has like everything that you need. These are the pads that I have. I think I have this and then a fresh one too, because they kept trying to give me more and more of these too. But people always wonder what these look like, because we always bring our own thinking these are going to be uncomfortable. The brand on these are Covidine, Covidien. I'll try to find them and have them linked down below. But they are heavy and they are called maternity pads. So if you Google maternity pads, you might be able to find them. But this is what they look like in case you are curious. And for the most part, they look like a normal pad. Maybe not as soft and comfortable as your normal ones, but I did use them. Along with the pads, they also provide your maternity underwear, which are like a cotton thin disposable underwear that are like super big, but they're perfect, especially if you have a C-section, because they don't touch that area. And then they also provide your, what is it called? Tucks. I forgot the brand of it, but they provide like a spray that you could spray down there. Like if you tore, like I tore with my daughter and I got cut from my son. So basically I had stitches both times. So they had the spray. It's almost like a numbing spray, I guess you would say. And it's to kind of keep it numb and not so itchy, or I don't know really what it's supposed to do, but basically it's for if you have tearing down there or stitches down there. And then also babe, what's the thing that you get in your butt if you push too hard? Huh? What's the thing, the bump that you get in your butt if you push too hard? Hemorrhoid. They also provide a hemorrhoid cream and then the spray. So basically, if you get a hemorrhoid from your labor and delivery, or if you like tore or stitches down there, stuff like that, they provide the spray and stuff like that. And the spray really does a really good job at helping to keep you from having to touch down there. And then they also give you a squirt bottle so that every time that you go to the bathroom, you can fill it up with warm water, and then you can I guess hose it down really good down there, because it is kind of swollen and messy down there. So that's what they provide. And then they also provide your meds. So if you don't like prenatal, like the horse pill prenatals, my hospital provided the horse pill prenatal once a day, and they also provided a stool softener to help me go to the bathroom after all the trauma down there. And then they also provided the Motrin 800. So now I'm going to open the bag and kind of get into it. I would also bring a pair of sandals that you do not mind leaving loose and getting dirty. Like if you want to get in the shower with these, if you're not comfortable, bring a pair. You'll also need a towel and rag. I did not put it in here this time, but bring a towel and rag. If you like to, have multiple towels and rags, make sure you have a good towel and rag so that you can shower. I have a water bottle on the side, so make sure that you bring your water and your snacks, because the hospital provides 3 meals each day, coffee, tea, stuff like that. But if you need like snacks or like espresso to stay up overnight or things like that, make sure you bring stuff like that. But I did go ahead and I used one of my bags from some hair and fill it up with some of my own pads. I did get the extra large, and I just prefer my own. I do get the Always brand, so I do prefer these. So I did fill this bag up, and this is what is left from my hospital stay. Yeah, because I prefer my own. For yourself, the only thing you really need, like I said before, is your going home outfit and your toiletries. They do not provide a towel and rag. They do not provide your toothbrush and stuff like that. So if you like to wrap your hair at night, make sure you bring a scarf. You might want to bring some breast pads in case you leak. These are the reusable ones, and you just throw them in the wash every time you leak. I brought a shower gel because you do want to shower every day. A brush so that you can brush, your hair and keep yourself together. Something to tie your hair back. This is just a hairband from H&M. So I'm gonna pull my hair back, and then like hair clips, hair ties, just to keep your hair together. I brought Listerine, a travel toothpaste. This is my favorite toothpaste, the Crest 3D White. This is my favorite. So I brought one of these with a travel toothbrush. And then my favorite Listerine to keep that breath from being crazy. A travel pack of Q-tips. I cannot shower without having Q-tips. I just feel so weird if I don't. Also, like if your baby has like something in their ear, or like, boogers or anything in their nose, you can also use these for the babies. Just be careful that you don't stick it in too deep. A travel size deodorant, especially if you breastfeed and that milk is pulling from under your arm, you're going to need some deodorant. And a face wash, especially if you wear makeup and stuff like that. You want to make sure that you are washing it off and keeping your skin clean. You probably won't be worried about shaving, but in case you need to shave your underarms or whatever the case may be, it might be good to add a razor in your bag. Probably would be best to get a throwaway one so you don't have to worry about keeping up with it or leaving it in the shower. And then these things are kind of like sterilizing. I brought a travel Lysol, so when you first get there you can kind of Lysol everything if that is your preference. And then, the hospital has no scent and you can't really bring candles, so maybe you want to bring a little bit of Febreze, kind of to make sure everything just smells good. And I think that's all of the toiletries that I brought. As far as meds go, your nurses will stay on it and like write on your bulletin board what medications you're on and what you need. They do provide a large horse pill that's a prenatal once a day. They also provide you with the stool softener every day. And then they also provide you with the whatever type of medication or painkiller that you're on. For me, I did Motrin or ibuprofen 800. If you have like a more severe, I guess, labor and delivery, like if you had a C-section or something like that, they might give you something a little bit stronger, like codeine, or I forget what the other one is called. But I stuck to Motrin because I did just have a regular vaginal birth. You can stick some in your bag just in case once you leave you won't be able to get your prescription right away. The one over the counter is Motrin 200, and then the one they give you in the hospital is Motrin 800. So definitely no comparison between the two, but like I said, usually they'll send you home with a prescription, but if you won't be able to get your prescription right away, you might want to keep some with you so that if your pain comes back before you're able to get to your pharmacy, you have something, rather than nothing. If you don't like the horse pills of the prenatals, I chose prenatal gummies. And then if you're breastfeeding and you're worried about your milk supply coming in, definitely take some fenugreek, and these are supposed to help bring your milk down, and they actually really do help. Also make sure that you bring your water, bring like a small case of water or some snacks and stuff, so that like late nights and stuff like that you have like chips and cookies or whatever you have. If you don't want to use the hospital socks, bring your own, maybe 1 or 2 pair. Darker colors are better. Aside from your toiletries, the only other thing you really need is your going home outfit. I would recommend sticking to something that is very, very comfortable. You want to keep in mind that even if you are planning on having a vaginal birth, it could happen that you have an emergency C-section. You just never know. So you will just want to make sure that whatever you bring is not too tight around that area, so that you won't be stuck with something that won't be comfortable to wear. Ideally, I would say go with like the Victoria's Secret style jogger sweatsuits. Just, pieces that you can put together. This one actually came from Express, and I really like it because if I would have got cold, I could have wore the jacket at any given point during my hospital stay. And then this one actually came with the matching shorts and the matching pants. So if I was in the hospital and I was cold, I could wear the pants and the jacket together, and then when I left I could switch to the shorts, or vice versa, and just a little tank top to go under it with some sandals. And that pretty much was what I packed for my going home outfit. If you do want to get dressed every day, I would say always go with black leggings. You really can't go wrong with that. So just a pair of regular black leggings. Make sure that they're a size that will fit and not be too tight around your stomach. And then just a black t-shirt, nothing really special. Another option for like while you're in the hospital is something that is very like loose fitting, like a muumuu or a dress. This one came from Forever 21, and it's just something that goes on and fits loose, fits really loose. Keep in mind that if you're breastfeeding, you will have to lift up the whole dress to breastfeed. So you probably want to get stuff that's like lower cut like this, where it's easy to just pop a boob out really quickly. You also want to make sure that you have your hospital garments. Quick and easy sports bras are probably the most comfortable thing to wear. I know I did already have my nursing bras on when I went into the hospital, and that's what I wore. But some people don't like to sleep in bras. If you don't, a sports bra will help to kind of keep everything together, and you still have on a bra. Also, your undergarments. A lot of people want to like waist train and compression and things like that. These were actually sent to me. I'll have them linked down below. If you guys want more details on them, I will share that with you in another video. But basically just a nursing bra. You have your postpartum panties, and these come up really high to kind of compress everything together. This one is actually a girdle without the panties, just to go in that midsection and kind of help to bring it back together. And then this one right here is like a postpartum undershirt, where it is actually the shirt and the bra, there's the nursing bra together. And these work really good for me. Obviously I didn't carry the boxes, but these are really good. So if you want to find some that are affordable, these will be really good. So I have them linked down below. Also, a robe is a good idea. It's not a must. I didn't bring a robe, but if you want a robe, especially like when you go to the nursery to get your baby's bath or something like that, I would recommend just going ahead and put on some leggings and a t-shirt. But if not, you can just put your robe around your hospital gown. And that's pretty much everything for me. So now we're going to talk about stuff for the baby. Oh, I also brought diapers for my son. I knew that he would be with us like during the day a lot, so I wanted to make sure I had some diapers to fit him, so that while he was there, he had some diapers. So for your baby, all you really need is your going home outfit, and then if you want to have their pictures taken while they're in the hospital, the company will come around while you're in the hospital and get the pictures taken for you. So you probably want to bring a cute little outfit or something like that for that, and then their going home outfit. Other than that, you honestly don't need anything else, but I will show you things that I recommend bringing. So since I already have this in hand, I brought two options for the hospital pictures. The company does come around and ask if you want the pictures taken. To actually get the pictures taken is free, but then they do give you the login and stuff so that you can go online and purchase your pictures after you leave, and you can kind of view them before you purchase them. So I thought this was really cute, and this is just a little headband and like a little angel wings. She didn't take pictures in this yet, but I am going to get her some pictures taken in this. Something really cute and simple, and I did get this from Amazon. But what she actually took pictures in was, I just did a little swaddle set. This was a set from 3, also from Amazon, and it's just a nice, really soft blanket. And it has the matching headband. You guys have seen this headband a couple times on Instagram. And she also wore it in the 2-month baby update I just posted. I really love this headband. So it was a set. Like I said, it came in a set of 3. And so basically I just swaddled her and put this headband on. And it was really, really cute. So those were my 2 options for her pictures. And then her going home outfit. I think especially if you're a first-time mom, you're probably going to want to do something over the top for going home. But honestly, just keep it very simple and comfortable, because this is a newborn baby and this is her first time exposed to like being outside of the womb. So I just found this really cute set from Carter's. It's size newborn, and it's just the little pants and the matching jacket. How cute is that? And then this was a headband from a dress that I got from H&M, but it matched really cute. So I paired that together. And then she also had this newborn shirt from Carter's as well. This one came with a tutu, but it says Little Miss Perfect. And I just thought it would be cute to come home in a white, it was off-white, but a cute little white set. And I knew that she would be comfortable, so that if I didn't have to put the pants on her, she had something. She actually wore a different shirt, but I'll show you in a minute. But basically that's all you really need. I also would say if you want to use your own blankets, I did bring her own blankets, just the regular Aiden and Ice swaddle blankets, but the hospital does provide the blankets. You can also bring like the already pre-made swaddle little thingies. I didn't bring this, but if you don't know how to swaddle, they'll teach you in the hospital. But if you don't want to do that, you can bring your own. I feel like I'm talking forever, but we're almost done. And then these were pretty much the toiletries that I brought for her. So I brought her comb and brush set, and I did use it in the hospital because I like to brush and comb her hair a lot. And then mittens. Babies do really love to scratch their face. So I brought a pink pair of mittens and a white pair of mittens because I knew the white ones would match her going home outfit. Socks. The hospital does not provide socks. So a pink pair and a white pair. Both of my babies came out with really long nails. I think that's pretty common. So I did bring her a nail file. I never actually used it. I waited till I got home and just clipped her nails. But most mommies are scared to clip the nails when the babies are really small. So if you don't want to clip the nails, use a nail file. And it's a little bit safer. And then the only like product you will need on your baby, at least until their first doctor's appointment, is water. So I did bring 2 washcloths, and you can wipe your baby down with just warm water on a cloth, and that's it. But I would not put any kind of oils or lotions or creams or anything like that on the baby until after their first doctor's appointment. And the first doctor's appointment is usually like 3 or 4 days after they come home from the hospital. So from there, I did bring a bunch of like outfit sets that I knew would match. You guys seen that this was the shirt that the hospital provides. Basically, they provide you with a shirt that is a cut off opposed to the whole onesie, because you will be doing a lot of diaper changes. So I probably would not recommend you to put a onesie on that snaps. Instead, I would do, I just put together little sets like this. And pretty much from Carter's, I found these. I've seen them pretty much in every brand, even H&M has them, and they just snap across. Really cute. I bought hers in a size preemie because I wanted them to fit. With my son, he was super slim, so I kind of was not, or I kind of was anticipating her being slim as well. So I bought preemie, but I actually could have gotten her newborn. And again, this doesn't have the bottom, so that all those million diaper changes that you do, especially in the middle of the night, you don't have to worry about unsnapping and snapping. But to make them cute, complete outfits, I bought a few packs of little cute shorts. Now the shorts I bought in newborn, not preemie, and I thought it was cute as a little outfit set. So this is pretty much what she wore all day, each day in the hospital, but then I had the shorts to make it into an outfit if I wanted her to, you know, look cute, take an Instagram picture or whatever. And then I matched each set with a cute matching bow. So basically she had a whole little outfit each day. Babies usually don't really spit up at this age, so you don't really need bibs or anything like that. But this was the set, another set. And I actually ended up pairing her going home little jogger suit with this shirt instead of the shirt that I had chose for her, and it was really cute with the bow too. And then I had it in white, the same shirt in white. I think I had 4 of these shirts, and then I also had these shirts. So I did with the black shorts, and then another set like this. Also beanies. I have these in a bunch of different colors too, so I did make sure I had some beanies for her. The hospital does provide beanies as well, which I did not show you guys. But if you want, you know, your own, for your cute little pictures or whatever, beanies are a good idea. And that is pretty much it. This is her little unicorn. It attaches her pacifier. I didn't use this in the hospital, but I did bring it. I don't have a water on the side. Yeah, and again, that is it. This again is the extra large backpack from Cipu. It does come with your changing pad, which is soft and really big, so it's easy to fold up and fit in any bag in any space. That way you're able to change your baby on the go. It does come with extra straps as well, and it also comes with a keychain, which I think my son turned into one of his little toys. And that's it. Most of their bags I think have a really bright, pretty pink interior. I chose the extra large bag because I knew I would be able to use this for both of my kids, like when we're on the go, if they spend a night somewhere overnight or things like that. And it definitely has come in handy. As you can see, it has tons of pockets and compartments, so you never run out of ways to organize. You have one. You have another one over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's at least like 6 or 7 different compartments at the inside. And then you also have the compartments on the back. So basically, you will be good to go with this bag. I do have it linked down below. Oh, also a boppy pillow. The boppy pillow is for if the baby is sitting up in the bed with you or laying in the bed with you, you can sit them up. This is not a must, but I know a lot of mommies do bring it. I did not bring it with either of my children, but I do think it is very handy to have this so they're not always just laying flat, and you can kind of keep them from rolling off the bed. And then you can also bring a blanket if you want like a special blanket for yourself, but if you don't, you can always ask for extra blankets from the hospital. Yeah, and that is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment below and let me know what other baby videos you would like to see from me, and I'll see you in the next one.